How you got started in this life?
Oh man, a long time ago when I was about 16 years old, I started riding quarter horses in Kansas.
Yeah. What was racing like back then in that era?
It was tough for women riders
Yeah.
at that time because then I went from Kansas and I started riding thoroughbreds in Nebraska,
Yeah.
and it was really really tough for women riders. There wasn't that many then, but
Yeah.
there is a lot less then than there is now.
Yeah. Can you explain what you mean by that?
Oh, because everybody was just so that women weren't supposed to be riding racehorses.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be home,
Yeah.
you know, keeping the house and everything else, taking care of kids and stuff like that. At that time, there was no place in horse racing for women.
Yeah.
That's what they say. Because back then, you didn't even see very many women trainers.
Yeah.
And this is in the early 70s.
Yeah.
And then 77, 78, the same thing. Up north, everybody just kind of, men were men.
Yeah.
Women weren't supposed to be in horse racing. So, there's a few women trainers, but not that many.
And who was a mentor that encouraged you to get involved in?
The time I was real little, so there's a guy that had some quarter horses. He said, "Why don't you ride? Because you're little." And that's where I just got started in quarter horses. And I just gradually went from there, from quarter horses to thoroughbreds.
How important is the men and women that take care of these horses every single day?
Very important.
Yeah.
Because without them, we wouldn't have a business.
Yeah.
Because they take care of the horses 24/7 every day.
Yeah.
And without that, you don't have nothing.
And what's some of the good horses you've been around?
Oh, Lordy. I had a filly a long time ago. Her name was Runway Model. We went to the Breeders' Cup, and she ran third as a 2-year-old. And other than that, there wasn't any really, really big ones, just a lot of lounge horses. But she was probably the biggest stakes filly I've ever been around.
Who were some of the good grooms under the Chevroles back in the 70s? Who were these people?
Man, I can't remember their names right offhand. That's too long ago.
Yeah.
I've been doing this too long.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go back to the old way, it'd be a lot better.
Yeah.
Because people sit there and take care of your horses a lot better. It just don't happen that way anymore.
And in your lifetime, right? Who goes down as the best trainer in your lifetime? Who's that person?
Probably one of the top trainers would be probably Marion Van Berg and Jack Van Berg.
Huh?
At that time, when that era in the Midwest, but probably in the South, it'd be a couple other different people. I just can't think of their names right offhand.
And what made this place so special, the fairgrounds right here?
I like the weather and I like the people.